Imagine possessing an inner strength so powerful that no external force could shake your resolve. Picture yourself navigating life's storms with unwavering calm, turning obstacles into opportunities, and living each day with profound purpose. This isn't just a fantasy. It's a reality that has been cultivated for over 2,000 years through the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Today, we delve into 14 secrets that will not only change how you face challenges, but will transform the very essence of how you live. Are you ready to unlock the power within you? Let's begin this journey together. 1. Embrace the power of perspective. In the tapestry of life, threads of joy and sorrow interweave, creating a complex pattern that often bewilders us. But what if I told you that the true nature of events, whether they're good or bad, lies not in the events themselves, but in how we perceive them? This is the first and perhaps most powerful secret of doing your best. Mastering the art of perspective. Imagine two individuals facing the same challenge. Let's say, losing a job. One sees it as a catastrophe, the end of their world. The other views it as an opportunity for growth, a chance to explore new paths. Same event, drastically different perspectives. Which one do you think is more likely to bounce back and thrive? The ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This isn't just a catchy phrase. It's a life-altering truth. When we grasp this concept, we begin to understand that we hold the power to shape our reality through our perceptions. But how do we cultivate this power? It starts with awareness. The next time you face a challenging situation, pause. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, is there another way to look at this? Challenge your initial reaction. Is it serving you, or is it holding you back? Practice reframing negative situations. Lost your wallet? Instead of cursing your bad luck, consider it an opportunity to declutter and organize your finances. Stuck in traffic? Rather than fuming, use it as a chance for reflection or to listen to that podcast you've been meaning to get to. Remember, this isn't about toxic positivity or denying the reality of difficult situations. It's about expanding your view, seeing the full picture rather than just the immediate, often emotional, response. It's about finding the hidden opportunities, the potential for growth, even in the most challenging circumstances. As you practice this shift in perspective, you'll find that your resilience grows. Problems that once seemed insurmountable become manageable challenges. You'll approach life with a newfound sense of calm and confidence, knowing that your power lies not in controlling external events, but in mastering your response to them. Embrace this power of perspective, and watch as the world transforms before your eyes. Not because the world itself has changed, but because you have changed how you see it. This is the first step towards doing your best in every situation life presents. 2. Cultivate unwavering self-control. In a world that constantly bombards us with stimuli, where instant gratification is just a click away, the ability to exercise self-control might seem like a superpower. And in many ways, it is. This brings us to our second secret, the cultivation of unwavering self-control. Imagine standing firm amidst a storm of emotions, desires, and impulses, not suppressing them, but choosing how to respond to them. This is the essence of self-control, and it's a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. The great Stoic teacher Seneca once said, "The greatest empire is to be emperor of yourself." This profound statement encapsulates the immense power that lies in mastering our own thoughts, emotions, and actions. But how do we build this empire within ourselves? It starts with small, daily acts of discipline. Wake up when your alarm first rings, even when you're tempted to hit snooze. Choose the salad over the burger, not because you have to, but because you've decided it aligns with your long-term goals. Resist the urge to check your phone every 5 minutes. Each of these small victories strengthens your self-control muscle. But self-control isn't just about denying yourself pleasures. It's about aligning your actions with your values and long-term goals. It's about making conscious choices rather than being swept along by impulses or external pressures. Practice mindfulness. Before reacting to a situation, pause. Take a breath. Ask yourself, is this reaction in line with who I want to be? This simple act of creating space between stimulus and response is where your power lies. Challenge yourself regularly. Set goals that stretch you slightly beyond your comfort zone. Maybe it's fasting for a day, or committing to a week without complaining. These challenges build mental toughness and reinforce your ability to control your actions and reactions. Remember, self-control isn't about perfection. There will be times when you slip, when emotions get the better of you. The key is to view these moments not as failures, but as opportunities to learn and grow. Analyze what led to the lapse in control, and use that knowledge to strengthen your resolve for next time. As you cultivate this self-control, you'll find a newfound sense of freedom. No longer at the mercy of every whim or external influence, you become the true author of your life story. You'll approach challenges with a calm confidence, knowing that you have the power to choose your response in any situation. Embrace this journey of self-mastery. Celebrate each small victory over impulse, each moment of chosen restraint. For in these moments, you're not just doing your best, you're becoming your best self. 3. Focus on what you can control. In the grand theater of life, we often find ourselves fretting over things far beyond our reach. The weather, other people's opinions, the economy, or even the passage of time. But what if I told you that the key to peace of mind and effective action lies in focusing solely on what you can control? This is our third secret to doing your best. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus beautifully encapsulated this idea when he said, "The chief task in life is simply this, to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control, and which have to do with the choices I actually control." This wisdom, though centuries old, remains profoundly relevant in our complex modern world. Imagine for a moment the freedom that comes with letting go of what you can't control. The energy you once spent worrying about uncontrollable factors can now be channeled into areas where you can make a difference. It's like redirecting a river. Instead of letting it flood uselessly over a wide area, you guide it to where it can nourish crops and generate power. But how do we put this into practice? Start by making a list. On one side, write down all the things that worry you or occupy your mind. On the other side, honestly assess which of these you have direct control over. You'll likely find that many of your concerns fall into the uncontrollable category. Now, here's the challenging part. Practice accepting the things you can't control. This doesn't mean being passive or indifferent. It means acknowledging reality as it is, not as you wish it to be. Can't control the rain on your wedding day? Focus instead on how you'll make the most of it. Can't control a client's decision? Channel your energy into delivering your best work, regardless of the outcome. For the things you can control, primarily your thoughts, actions, and reactions, take full responsibility. If you're unhappy with your fitness level, focus on your diet and exercise routine, not on lamenting your genetics. If a relationship is struggling, concentrate on your own behavior and communication, rather than trying to change the other person. This shift in focus is liberating. It frees you from the frustration of trying to manipulate the uncontrollable and empowers you to make meaningful changes where you can. It's about being proactive rather than reactive, choosing to shape your life rather than feeling at the mercy of external forces. Remember, this doesn't mean you should be indifferent to the world around you. It means understanding the limits of your influence and working effectively within those limits. You can't control the cards you're dealt, but you can control how you play your hand. As you practice this principle, you'll find a newfound sense of calm and effectiveness. You'll waste less energy on fruitless worry and channel more into productive action. You'll approach challenges with clarity, focusing on solutions rather than problems. Embrace this focus on what you can control. Let it guide your thoughts and actions. For in doing so, you're not just doing your best, you're doing the best that is truly possible. 4. Embrace discomfort for growth. In a world that often prioritizes comfort and ease, we come to our fourth secret, the power of embracing discomfort. This might sound counterintuitive. After all, isn't the goal to make life easier, more pleasant? But what if I told you that your greatest growth, your most profound strength, lies just beyond the boundaries of your comfort zone? The Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely observed, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult." This profound insight challenges us to rethink our relationship with discomfort and difficulty. Imagine for a moment a muscle. It grows not when it's at rest, but when it's pushed to its limits, when it faces resistance. The same principle applies to our minds, our characters, our very beings. We grow strongest at the points where we face the greatest challenges. But how do we put this into practice? Start small. Each day, challenge yourself to do something that pushes you slightly out of your comfort zone. Maybe it's striking up a conversation with a stranger, trying a new food you've always avoided, or tackling that task you've been procrastinating on. The key is consistency. Small, regular steps outside your comfort zone. As you build this habit, gradually increase the challenges. Perhaps it's public speaking if you're shy, or learning a complex new skill if you're intellectually comfortable. The goal isn't to make yourself miserable, but to stretch yourself, to prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. Remember, embracing discomfort isn't about seeking suffering for its own sake. It's about recognizing that on the other side of temporary discomfort often lies growth, strength, and new opportunities. It's about building resilience, so that when life inevitably throws challenges your way, you're prepared to face them. Practice reframing discomfort. Instead of seeing it as something to be avoided, view it as a sign that you're growing, that you're pushing your boundaries. When you feel that twinge of discomfort, remind yourself, this is where the magic happens. This is where I become stronger. Cultivate a mindset of curiosity towards discomfort. When faced with a challenging situation, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How might this help me grow? This shift in perspective can transform daunting situations into exciting opportunities for self-improvement. As you embrace this approach, you'll find your resilience growing. Things that once seemed overwhelming become manageable. You'll approach life with a newfound confidence, knowing that you have the strength to face whatever comes your way. Moreover, you'll discover a deep sense of satisfaction that comes from overcoming challenges, from proving to yourself that you're capable of more than you imagined. This satisfaction is far more lasting and profound than the fleeting pleasure of constant comfort. Embrace discomfort as a teacher, a catalyst for growth. Let it shape you, strengthen you, propel you forward. For in doing so, you're not just doing your best, you're constantly becoming a better version of yourself. 5. Practice gratitude daily. The transformative power of daily gratitude. This isn't just about saying thank you when someone holds the door open. It's about cultivating a deep, consistent appreciation for the richness of life, even in its simplest forms. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius captured this beautifully when he wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." These words remind us that gratitude isn't just for the big, obvious blessings, but for the fundamental gifts of existence that we often take for granted. Imagine waking up each morning with a heart full of appreciation for the air you breathe, the bed you slept in, the people in your life. How might this shift your entire approach to the day ahead? Gratitude has the power to transform our perspective, turning what we have into enough, and more. But how do we cultivate this attitude of gratitude in a practical, daily way? Start with a simple practice. Each day, identify 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big or extraordinary. Maybe it's the warmth of your morning coffee, a kind word from a colleague, or the beauty of a sunset. The key is consistency. Make this a daily habit, as regular as brushing your teeth. As you practice, challenge yourself to find gratitude in unexpected places. Had a difficult day at work? Be grateful for the lessons learned, the resilience built. Stuck in traffic? Appreciate the moment of pause in your busy day, the chance to listen to your favorite music or podcast. Keep a gratitude journal. Writing down what you're thankful for makes it more concrete, more real. It also gives you a record to look back on during challenging times, reminding you of the good that exists in your life. Practice expressing gratitude to others. Not only does this strengthen your relationships, but it also reinforces your own feelings of appreciation. A sincere thank you can brighten someone's day and deepen your own sense of gratitude. Remember, gratitude isn't about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about recognizing the good that exists alongside the challenges. It's about choosing to focus on what you have rather than what you lack. As you cultivate this practice, you'll likely notice a shift in your overall outlook. You may find yourself more content, more resilient in the face of adversity. Gratitude has a way of putting things into perspective, making our problems seem more manageable and our blessings more abundant. Moreover, gratitude can be a powerful antidote to negative emotions like envy, resentment, and dissatisfaction. When we're focused on appreciating what we have, we're less likely to be consumed by wanting what we don't have. Embrace gratitude as a daily practice. Let it color your perception of the world around you. For in doing so, you're not just doing your best, you're appreciating the best in life, and in turn, bringing out the best in yourself. 6. Develop resilience through adversity. Life, in its infinite wisdom, doesn't always hand us smooth sailing. Often, we find ourselves navigating choppy waters, facing storms that threaten to capsize our ships. But what if I told you that these very storms hold the key to your greatest strength? The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This profound statement encapsulates the essence of resilience, the ability to bounce back, to grow stronger in the face of challenges. Imagine for a moment a tree in a windstorm. The tree that survives isn't the one that stands rigid and unyielding. It's the one that bends with the wind, that adapts to the pressure. In the same way, true resilience isn't about being unaffected by difficulties, but about learning to adapt, to grow, and to come back stronger. But how do we cultivate this resilience in our daily lives? Start by reframing your view of challenges. Instead of seeing them as insurmountable obstacles, view them as opportunities for growth. When faced with a difficult situation, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How might this make me stronger? Practice self-reflection. After facing a challenge, take time to analyze your response. What worked well? What could you have done differently? This isn't about self-criticism, but about learning and improving for the future. Develop a growth mindset. Believe in your ability to learn, adapt, and overcome. Remember that your capabilities aren't fixed. They can be developed through effort and persistence. Build a support network. Resilience doesn't mean facing everything alone. Surround yourself with people who encourage and support you, who can offer perspective when you're in the thick of a challenge. Take care of your physical and mental health. Resilience is as much about prevention as it is about recovery. Regular exercise, healthy eating, adequate sleep, and stress management techniques like meditation can all contribute to your overall resilience. Practice voluntary discomfort. Occasionally putting yourself in challenging situations, like taking a cold shower, fasting for a day, or tackling a difficult project, can build your resilience muscles, making you better equipped to handle unexpected adversities. Remember, resilience isn't about never falling. It's about learning to get back up again and again. It's about maintaining hope and a sense of purpose even in the darkest times. As you cultivate resilience, you may find that challenges that once seemed overwhelming become manageable. You'll approach life with a newfound confidence, knowing that whatever comes your way, you have the strength to face it. Moreover, you'll discover that resilience isn't just about enduring, it's about thriving. It's about using adversity as a catalyst for personal growth, for becoming a stronger, wiser, more compassionate version of yourself. Embrace adversity as your teacher. Let it shape you, strengthen you, reveal depths of courage and resourcefulness you never knew you had. For in doing so, you're not just doing your best, you're becoming your best, forged in the fires of life's challenges. 7. Cultivate mindfulness in every moment. The power of cultivating mindfulness in every moment. This isn't about adding another task to your to-do list. It's about transforming how you approach every aspect of your life. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This profound insight reminds us that true power lies in our ability to be fully present, to engage deeply with each moment as it unfolds. Imagine living each day with complete awareness, fully immersed in your experiences rather than being pulled into worries about the future or regrets about the past. How might this change your life, your relationships, your work? But how do we cultivate this mindfulness in our daily lives? Start with your breath. Several times a day, pause and take a few deep, conscious breaths. Feel the air entering and leaving your body. This simple act can anchor you in the present moment, pulling you out of the whirlwind of thoughts and back into the here and now. Practice mindful eating. Instead of rushing through meals or eating while distracted, take time to truly savor your food. Notice the flavors, textures, and aromas. This not only enhances your enjoyment, but also helps you tune into your body's hunger and fullness cues. Engage fully in your daily activities, even the mundane ones. Whether you're washing dishes, walking to work, or typing an email, bring your full attention to the task at hand. Notice the sensations, the movements, the thoughts that arise. Cultivate a meditation practice. Even just 5 minutes a day of sitting quietly and observing your thoughts can dramatically increase your overall mindfulness. Don't worry about clearing your mind. Simply observe your thoughts without judgment. Practice mindful listening. When in conversation, focus completely on the other person. Really hear their words, observe their body language, without planning your response or letting your mind wander. Use technology mindfully. Be aware of how often you reach for your phone out of habit. Set boundaries for device use, creating tech-free zones or times in your day. Remember, mindfulness isn't about achieving a state of constant calm or eliminating all negative thoughts. It's about being aware of what's happening in the present moment, both internally and externally, without getting caught up in judgments or reactions. As you cultivate this practice, you may notice a shift in your overall well-being. You might find yourself less reactive, more patient, more attuned to your own needs and the needs of others. You may discover a deeper appreciation for the simple joys of life that you previously overlooked. Moreover, mindfulness can be a powerful tool for managing stress and negative emotions. By observing your thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them, you create space for more intentional responses rather than automatic reactions. Embrace mindfulness as a way of life. Let it infuse every moment, every interaction, every task. For in doing so, you're not just doing your best, you're fully experiencing and engaging with life in all its richness and complexity. 8. Embrace the temporary nature of life. Embracing the temporary nature of life. This isn't about pessimism or detachment. It's about finding freedom and appreciation in the recognition of impermanence. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus beautifully captured this idea when he said, "Never say of anything, 'I have lost it,' but 'I have returned it.'" This profound perspective reminds us that everything in life, our possessions, our relationships, even our own lives, are temporary gifts, not permanent possessions. Imagine approaching each day with the awareness that nothing lasts forever. How might this change your appreciation for the present moment? How might it affect your priorities, your relationships, your decisions? But how do we cultivate this mindset in our daily lives? Start by practicing gratitude for what you have right now, knowing it won't last forever. Appreciate the beauty of a flower, knowing it will wilt. Cherish time with loved ones, knowing these moments are fleeting. Reflect on the impermanence of material possessions. Before making a purchase, ask yourself, how long will this truly bring me joy? This can help shift focus from accumulating things to cultivating experiences and relationships. Practice letting go of small things. Maybe it's donating clothes you no longer wear or deleting old files from your computer. These small acts can help build the muscle of releasing attachments. Embrace change as a natural part of life. Instead of resisting transitions, approach them with curiosity and openness. What opportunities might this change bring? What can you learn from it? Meditate on the cycle of life. Reflect on how everything in nature goes through cycles of birth, growth, decay, and renewal. How does your life fit into these larger patterns? Remember, Embracing impermanence doesn't mean living without care or commitment. It's about engaging fully with life while holding things lightly, appreciating them for what they are in the moment without trying to freeze time. As you cultivate this mindset, you may find a newfound freedom. When we're not desperately clinging to things or trying to control the uncontrollable, we open ourselves to new experiences, new growth, new possibilities. Moreover, recognizing the temporary nature of life can deepen our appreciation for the present moment. When we truly internalize that nothing lasts forever, each experience becomes more precious, more worthy of our full attention and gratitude. Embracing impermanence can also help us face loss and change with greater resilience. When we understand that change is a natural part of life, we can move through transitions with more grace and less resistance. Let this awareness of life's temporary nature infuse your days. Let it guide your choices, deepen your appreciation, and free you from unnecessary attachments. For in doing so, you're not just doing your best, you're living fully in each moment, embracing life in all its beautiful, fleeting complexity. 9. Cultivate wisdom through continuous learning. The power of cultivating wisdom through continuous learning. This isn't about accumulating facts or degrees. It's about nurturing a lifelong love for growth and understanding. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." This profound statement challenges us to approach life with humility and curiosity, always open to new insights and perspectives. Imagine approaching each day as a student of life, seeing every interaction, every challenge, every moment as an opportunity to learn and grow. How might this shift your approach to work, relationships, and personal development? But how do we cultivate this mindset of continuous learning in our daily lives? Start by embracing curiosity. Ask questions, even about things you think you understand. Challenge your assumptions. Be willing to say, "I don't know," and then seek out the answers. Develop a daily reading habit. It doesn't have to be hours long. Even 15 minutes a day can expose you to new ideas and perspectives. Read widely, across different genres and subjects. As Seneca advised, be careful, however, lest this reading of many authors and books of every sort may tend to make you discursive and unsteady. Practice active listening. In conversations, focus on understanding rather than waiting for your turn to speak. Ask thoughtful questions. Try to see things from the other person's perspective. Seek out diverse experiences. Travel if you can, even if it's just to a new part of your own city. Try new foods, listen to different types of music, engage with people from different backgrounds. Each new experience is an opportunity for learning. Reflect on your experiences. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to think about what you've learned. What surprised you? What challenged your assumptions? What do you want to explore further? Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. When things don't go as planned, resist the urge to beat yourself up. Instead, ask, "What can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow?" Remember, the goal isn't to become a walking encyclopedia, but to develop wisdom, the ability to apply knowledge in meaningful ways. As Epictetus said, "Don't just say you have read books. Show that through them you have learned to think better, to be a more discriminating and reflective person." As you cultivate this habit of continuous learning, you may find your mind becoming more flexible, more adaptable. You'll approach problems with greater creativity, drawing on a wider range of knowledge and experiences. Moreover, continuous learning can be a powerful antidote to complacency and stagnation. It keeps life fresh and exciting, constantly opening up new horizons and possibilities. Embrace learning as a lifelong journey. Let it infuse every aspect of your life, from your work to your relationships to your personal growth. For in doing so, you're not just doing your best, you're constantly becoming better, wiser, more capable of navigating life's complexities with grace and insight. 10. Practice virtue in daily life. The transformative power of practicing virtue in daily life. This isn't about adhering to rigid moral codes or striving for unattainable perfection. It's about aligning our actions with our highest values, moment by moment, day by day. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. This powerful statement reminds us that virtue isn't just a concept to be discussed, but a practice to be lived. Imagine approaching each day with a commitment to embody your highest ideals, to be courageous in the face of fear, just in your dealings with others, wise in your decisions, and temperate in your desires. How might this transform your life and the lives of those around you? But how do we bring this practice of virtue into our daily lives? Start by identifying your core values. What principles do you hold most dear? Honesty, compassion, integrity. Once you're clear on your values, look for opportunities to express them in your daily actions. Practice courage by speaking up for what's right, even when it's uncomfortable. This could mean standing up to a bully, addressing a conflict directly, or pursuing a goal despite your fears. Cultivate justice by treating others fairly and with respect, regardless of their status or what they can do for you. Look for ways to contribute to your community and promote equality. Develop wisdom by pausing before reacting, considering the long-term consequences of your actions. Seek advice when needed, and be willing to change your mind when presented with new information. Exercise temperance by practicing moderation in your desires and actions. This could mean resisting the urge to overspend, overeat, or overindulge in any area of life. Remember, practicing virtue isn't about being perfect. It's about striving to do better, to align your actions with your values more consistently. As Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." As you cultivate this practice of virtue, you may find a growing sense of inner peace and integrity. When our actions align with our values, we experience less internal conflict and greater harmony. Moreover, practicing virtue can have a profound impact on our relationships and our community. As we strive to embody our highest ideals, we inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of positive change. Embrace virtue as a daily practice. Let it guide your decisions, shape your interactions, and inform your goals. For in doing so, you're not just doing your best, you're becoming your best self, contributing to a better world through the power of your own example. 11. Embrace the present moment. The liberating power of embracing the present moment. This isn't about ignoring the lessons of history or neglecting to plan for tomorrow. It's about fully engaging with the only time we truly have, the here and now. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely noted, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." This profound insight reminds us that life unfolds in the present, and it's only by fully inhabiting each moment that we can truly live. Imagine approaching each day with complete presence, fully immersed in your experiences rather than being pulled into worries about what might be or what could have been. How might this change your relationships, your work, your overall satisfaction with life? But how do we cultivate this presence in our daily lives? Start by practicing mindfulness. Several times a day, pause and bring your full attention to your current experience. What do you see, hear, feel, smell, taste? This simple act can anchor you in the present, pulling you out of the mental chatter and into the richness of the moment. Engage fully in your activities, even the mundane ones. Whether you're washing dishes, walking to work, or having a conversation, bring your full attention to the task at hand. Notice the sensations, the movements, the interactions. Practice gratitude for what is, right now. Instead of always looking forward to the next thing, take time to appreciate what's already present in your life. This shift in focus can dramatically increase your contentment and joy. Let go of the need to control the future. While it's important to plan and prepare, recognize that much of what will happen is beyond our control. As Marcus Aurelius advised, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When you find yourself dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, gently bring your attention back to the present. What can you do right now, in this moment, to move in a positive direction? Remember, embracing the present doesn't mean ignoring the past or future entirely. It's about finding a balance, learning from the past, and planning for the future while living fully in the now. As you cultivate this practice of presence, you may find a newfound sense of peace and clarity. When we're fully engaged with the present, we're less likely to get caught up in regrets, worries, or anxieties. Moreover, embracing the present can enhance our relationships and experiences. When we're fully present with others, we connect more deeply. When we're fully engaged in our activities, we perform better and enjoy them more. Let this awareness of the present moment infuse your days. Let it guide your interactions, deepen your experiences, and free you from unnecessary mental burdens. For in doing so, you're not just doing your best, you're living fully, embracing life in all its immediate, vibrant reality. 12. Cultivate inner strength through self-discipline. The empowering practice of cultivating inner strength through self-discipline. This isn't about harsh self-denial or rigid control. It's about developing the inner fortitude to align our actions with our deepest values and long-term goals. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus insightfully stated, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This profound observation reminds us that true freedom and power come not from external circumstances, but from our ability to govern our own thoughts, emotions, and actions. Imagine approaching each day with an unwavering commitment to your principles and goals, able to resist short-term temptations for long-term benefits. How might this transform your life, your achievements, your sense of self? But how do we develop this self-discipline in our daily lives? Start by clarifying your values and long-term goals. What truly matters to you? What kind of person do you want to become? This clarity provides the motivation and direction for your self-discipline efforts. Practice small acts of self-discipline daily. This could be as simple as making your bed each morning, sticking to a workout routine, or resisting the urge to check social media during work hours. These small victories build the muscle of self-discipline. Develop routines and habits that support your goals. By creating positive habits, you reduce the need for willpower in the moment. Learn to delay gratification. When faced with a choice between immediate pleasure and long-term benefit, practice choosing the latter. This could mean saving money instead of impulse buying, or choosing a healthy meal over fast food. Cultivate mindfulness to become more aware of your impulses and reactions. This awareness creates a space between stimulus and response, allowing you to make more intentional choices. Remember, self-discipline isn't about perfection or rigid control. It's about consistently aligning your actions with your values and goals, even when it's challenging. As Seneca said, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." This wisdom applies not just to anger, but to all impulsive reactions that might lead us astray from our chosen path. As you cultivate self-discipline, you may notice a growing sense of inner strength and confidence. You'll likely find yourself more resilient in the face of challenges, more focused in pursuing your goals, and more satisfied with your choices. Moreover, self-discipline can lead to greater freedom. When you're not at the mercy of every impulse or external influence, you become truly free to shape your life according to your deepest values and aspirations. Embrace self-discipline as a daily practice. Let it guide your choices, shape your habits, and strengthen your resolve. For in doing so, you're not just doing your best, you're becoming your best self, capable of achieving great things and living a life of purpose and integrity. 13. Cultivate empathy and compassion. The transformative power of cultivating empathy and compassion. This isn't about mere sentimentality. It's about developing a deep understanding of others and a genuine desire to alleviate suffering. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, "Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize?" This profound insight reminds us of the shared humanity that connects us all, encouraging us to approach others with understanding rather than judgment. Imagine approaching each interaction with an open heart and mind, truly seeking to understand others' perspectives and experiences. How might this change your relationships, your community, your world? But how do we cultivate empathy and compassion in our daily lives? Start by practicing active listening. When others speak, focus fully on understanding their perspective rather than formulating your response. Ask questions. Seek to understand not just their words, but the emotions and experiences behind them. Develop your imagination. When you encounter someone different from you, try to imagine their life experiences. What challenges might they face? What joys might they experience? This mental exercise can help bridge gaps of understanding. Practice kindness in small ways every day. Offer a smile to a stranger, hold the door for someone, or offer words of encouragement to a friend. These small acts can ripple outward, creating a more compassionate world. Cultivate self-compassion. As the saying goes, you can't pour from an empty cup. By being kind to yourself, you develop the emotional resources to extend compassion to others. Expose yourself to diverse perspectives. Read books, watch films, or engage in conversations with people from different backgrounds. This can broaden your understanding and increase your capacity for empathy. Practice forgiveness, both for others and yourself. Holding on to anger or resentment often hurts us more than those we're angry with. As Epictetus said, when you are offended at any man's fault, turn to yourself and study your own failings. Then you will forget your anger. Remember, cultivating empathy and compassion isn't about agreeing with everyone or condoning harmful actions. It's about recognizing our shared humanity and approaching others with understanding and kindness. As you develop these qualities, you may notice a shift in your relationships and your overall well-being. Empathy and compassion can reduce stress, increase happiness, and lead to more fulfilling connections with others. Moreover, by cultivating empathy and compassion, you contribute to creating a more understanding and harmonious world. As Marcus Aurelius said, "What we do now echoes in eternity." Your acts of kindness and understanding can have far-reaching effects. Embrace empathy and compassion as daily practices. Let them guide your interactions, shape your perspectives, and open your heart to the experiences of others. For in doing so, you're not just doing your best, you're contributing to a better, more compassionate world for all. 14. Embrace death as a motivator for living. As we reach our final secret, we confront perhaps the most profound and challenging aspect of human existence: our mortality. This 14th secret is about embracing death not as something to be feared, but as a powerful motivator for living fully and authentically. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely observed, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." This profound insight reminds us that the awareness of our finite existence can inspire us to make the most of the time we have. Imagine approaching each day with the keen awareness that it could be your last. How might this change your priorities, your relationships, your willingness to pursue your dreams and live according to your values? But how do we cultivate this mindset without becoming morbid or anxious? Start by practicing memento mori. Remember that you will die. This isn't about dwelling on death, but about using it as a tool to appreciate life more fully. Perhaps keep a symbol that reminds you of life's impermanence, not to depress you, but to inspire you to live more intentionally. Regularly reflect on your legacy. Ask yourself, if I died tomorrow, what would I be remembered for? Use this reflection to align your actions with your values and to focus on what truly matters to you. Use the certainty of death to overcome fear and procrastination. When you're hesitating to pursue a dream or take a risk, ask yourself, if not now, when? The awareness of life's finite nature can be a powerful motivator to act now, rather than waiting for a perfect moment that may never come. Cultivate meaningful relationships. Knowing that our time is limited can inspire us to resolve conflicts, express love more freely, and prioritize connections with those who matter most to us. Engage in regular self-reflection. Are you living in a way that you'd be satisfied with if today were your last day? If not, what changes can you make? Remember, embracing death as a motivator isn't about being morbid or living in constant anxiety. It's about using the awareness of our mortality to live more fully, more authentically, and more intentionally. As you cultivate this mindset, you may find a newfound appreciation for life in all its complexity. You might become more willing to take positive risks, to express your true self, to pursue what truly matters to you. Moreover, this perspective can lead to greater peace and acceptance. When we fully acknowledge our mortality, we can let go of trivial concerns and focus on what truly gives our lives meaning and purpose. Embrace the awareness of death as a tool for living your best life. Let it guide your choices, deepen your relationships, and inspire you to make the most of each precious moment. For in doing so, you're not just doing your best, you're living fully, authentically, and with purpose, making your finite time on this earth truly count. In conclusion, these 14 secrets, rooted in the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, offer a pathway to living your best life. They challenge us to cultivate inner strength, embrace adversity as an opportunity for growth, practice mindfulness and gratitude, pursue continuous learning, and live with purpose and integrity. Remember, implementing these principles isn't about achieving perfection. It's about consistent effort, about getting up each time we fall, about striving to be a little better today than we were yesterday. As Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." So, I challenge you, choose one of these secrets that resonates with you most. Commit to practicing it consciously for the next week. See how it changes your perspective, your actions, your life. And remember, in the words of Marcus Aurelius, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Thank you for joining me on this journey of exploration and growth. May these Stoic secrets guide you towards a life of purpose, resilience, and fulfillment. The power to change your life lies within you. Seize it, and become the author of your own extraordinary story. Now it's your turn to embrace these Stoic secrets and transform your life. Hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell to join our community of modern Stoics. Share this video with someone who needs inspiration. And remember, true power lies within you. Let's embark on this journey together.